Morning, and of course, it is really, really early, so we're totally thrown off with this daylight savings time. But in normal terms, it would be 7:46, but we're going to go live anyway. It is actually 6:46 right now, but we're up a whole hour ahead of time. So today is Monday, and this is my Bright Idea Monday. So, what we talk about on Mondays is how you can come and learn how to take your bright idea and turn that into revenue generations. Now, keeping in mind that sometimes we have these ideas, but we don't act on them because of fear, because of procrastination, which is all wrapped around the same thing, fear of many things, fear of failure, sometimes fear of success. And the thing that people say is like, no, I don't fear success, but most of the time we do. And that's usually because something has got to change. Things have got to change, and that's usually what happens. So, what we're going to talk about right now is how to take your bright idea from good to great and how I'm going to help you do that. So we're going to go ahead and look at this wonderful handy dandy guy right here. And as it says, just like that, an idea appears because it will. If you've had an idea before and you just have sat on it, this is your opportunity to put it out there so that you can see what it will actually generate for you. Now, when you go to bit.ly/, my bright idea, you will be able to see what we got going on here and sign up. And the thing is that this is a $50 a week and it's 4 weeks. And this session is definitely here to help you get your life and help so that you can take those ideas and actually put them out there. Now, when you go to the link, you can also put your email and your name. So at some point, if you just want to get a consultation just to talk about a few things, we can also do that too. So if you look anything like this young lady here, she's thinking of a bright idea, but she wants to see if she can take that idea from good to great. And that is basically a great idea is when you know that it works, you've vetted it out, you've profit planned it, you set it all out, and you figured out, okay, this one is actually going to work. And you got a good team of folks behind you that could help. Now, as we know, we have many responsibilities. And as I said earlier, is that we have over 35,000 decisions that we have to make, and we're thinking a lot. Now, it is not a surprise that we tend to push our ideas to the back burner. And we're so busy worrying about and doing a lot of other things on other decisions that we're making that are very valid, but they're not the ones that's going to help us generate revenue with these ideas. Now, this is definitely mind blowing, but it's not a surprise. You guys know you're thinking about should you wear this? Should you not wear this? Should you call this person? Should you not call this person? Should you say hello? Should you just say nothing? Should you decide to take that job or not take that job? We're thinking about things, especially when we're driving, where we got everybody all over the place. So when we think about our goal here for me is to help you take away that feeling of overwhelm so that we can replace that with some clarity and some manageable steps that will take you to launch. Now, if you're like most folks, you're sitting here thinking like, wow, I have a whole lot of ideas. And I get folks who will say, I got a lot of ideas, but now what? Now, the one thing that I want to talk to you guys about is don't try to make it be perfect. We all talk about perfect. We're going to perfect this. We use this word of perfection that we're chasing that we're not going to ever catch. So what that does is just keeps you procrastinating about it and keep you working on the same thing over and over when you're not going to reach perfection. But that's still another way of you saying, well, I'm actually doing it, but I'm trying to perfect it. But perfecting it is just another way of procrastinating. And it's just your way of saying why you didn't go fully into it. That could be because of, again, laziness. It could be procrastination. It could be fear. It could be all of those things, but they're not moving you closer to what you want to do. Now, what I want to do is I would love to work with you guys, and I want to help you take the first steps towards launching that bright idea. Now, during our 4 week session, our objective is to launch. Now, I'm sure you have some ideas and you want to say, okay, well, the easy part is coming up with the idea. We know that the implementation part is what takes a little bit of a minute. Those are the things that get us in that fuzzy gray zone where we're like, okay, what is the first step? Because we know you did not write the vision, you did not make it plain, you did not put the steps that's there for you to actually vet it out. So I want you to save your seat for this My Bright Idea session. We're going to be doing it. We have two options for you. We have the 1 day webinar that you see right here, and then we have the 4 week session. So you have choices. Now, for some of you guys, you say, well, I'm not quite ready for 4 weeks. I got the holidays coming up. I can't really think about a great idea, but I would love to jump in on a 1 day. Now, you can join in on this 1 day webinar, and this is where we're going to sit together and we're going to just kind of talk about this idea and get it out there so that we can figure out what the next steps are. When it's time to implement, that's where we're going to be. So join me for the My Bright Idea 1 day webinar, where we're going to unleash your ideas that has you dormant and they are laying there inside. Now, I'm sure that you understand, and it's time to wake up that sleeping giant, as they say, in this 1 day webinar. Now, for some of you guys, you say, wow, that's pretty good. I think I want to do that. And I would say, yes, you should. So hit that little button right there and claim your seat for this Bright Idea Session 1 day webinar. Now, it says in October, but we're going to be moving this over into November. Now, for those of you guys who said, well, I'm not quite ready for the 4 weeks. And, the 1 day, I'm getting closer to it. But I'm still sort of working on my idea. And I said, no problem, because I have this My Bright Idea Kickstarter guide for you. And what this does, it keeps you in the privacy of your own home, and it lets you develop your idea by yourself. So if you're still thinking about the bright idea and you want to be ready for the 4 week partnership, this guide is here to help you. This guide is $7.95. It's going to help you develop your bright idea. We're definitely going to help you identify the target group that you're looking for, the circle of support that you need to help you implement, and we're going to help you identify if your idea is well thought out. We're going to do that thing where you kick the tires and lift up the hood. You're definitely going to learn how to take your idea from good to great, because the Bright Idea Session is going to start now. So go ahead and you can go here to this Bright Idea Kickstarter. As you can see, it is $7.95. It actually gets you going and get you ready for the next steps. So once again, for those of you guys who are here, I definitely appreciate you guys. You have many options. You can do the 4 week session. You could be thinking like this lady here, or you can actually do the 1 day webinar and get yourself going. So let me know what you like. You can contact me if you need to schedule yourself a consultation just to kind of get a discussion going. That would be fine too. So I appreciate all of you guys for being here. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful Monday on this My Bright Idea session. And hey, you guys, thank you guys for coming. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.